In this video, I will show you how to highlight values missing from another column using conditional formatting in Excel like this. So let's get started. Here in this Excel sheet, I have a list of fruits in these two columns. Now, I want to highlight the fruit names that exist in the first column but are missing from the second column. For example, I want to highlight cell B4 because it has orange in the first column but it is missing in the second column. To do that, I will use a formula that uses the COUNTIF function. The COUNTIF function returns the count of the cells that meet the specified criteria. This function accepts two arguments, a cell range and the criteria. For example, this COUNTIF formula will count the cells having the value A in the B3 to B6 range. This formula returns true because cells B3 and B6 contain the value A. This formula will return the count of 1 for the value B because the cell B4 contains the same value. Similarly, this formula will return 0 because the specified range B3 to B6 does not contain the value D. So, if the count is 0, then the value is missing in the range. Let's create a formatting rule based on the formula. Select the range of the cells containing all the cells of the first column, that is B3 to B8. Now go to the Home tab, click the Conditional Formatting option and then select the New Rule menu item. Select the Use a Formula to determine which cells to format option from the rule type list. Now we need to enter a custom formula that either returns a true or false value. I will use this formula that counts the value of the cell B3 in the C3 to C8 range and then compares the count with 0. I will also make the second column range reference absolute using the dollar signs like this so that it does not change. Excel will automatically apply this formula to the remaining cells in the first column by incrementing the row numbers but keeping the second column range reference locked. Now click the Format button to open the Format Cells dialog box. Since we want to change the cell background to red, select the Fill tab from the top. Select the desired background color to apply to the cells. I am going to choose the light red color. Click the OK button to close the Format Cells dialog box. Make sure to check the Preview section to confirm the cell format. This custom cell format will be applied to a cell only when the formula we entered returns true for that particular cell. In this case, this format applies when the first column value is missing from the second column. Click the OK button to close the Conditional Formatting dialog box. As you can see, all the first column values that are missing from the second column are now highlighted with the light red color. We can also highlight the values that exist in the second column but are missing from the first column. To do that, I will select all the values of the second column and apply this formula. This formula searches the first value contained in the second column, cell C3 in the first column range, that is cells B3 to B8. I have made the first column range reference absolute using the dollar sign to lock the column range. The rest of the settings remain the same. As you can see, all the values that exist in the second column but are missing from the first column are now highlighted in light red color. This conditional formatting rule is dynamic, which means that if you modify any value, the format will be changed automatically based on the column values. For example, if I modify the second column and add the missing value, the cell background color will be removed automatically like this. Similarly, if I delete the value from the second column, the cell will be highlighted in a light red color like this. To remove the conditional formatting from these cells, let's select all the column cells again. Now go to the Home tab, click the Conditional Formatting option, select the Clear Rules and then the Clear Rules from Selected Cells menu item. As you can see, now these cells do not have any conditional formatting rule applied to them. Watch these videos for more Excel tips, tricks and how-to tutorials. If you find this video useful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.